that all these people every few months are just dying and losing limbs. I need to know. So I don't go there.
Well, don't forget again, he already said that some of them were matched up. So
yeah,
so it's 2 feet.
Like 15 different people.
Right. Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, they said
Seven.
Several of them were linked together. So.
Right. So they're probably all pairs. Just couldn't find the other one.
Maybe not all pairs, but there were several pairs.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that it was 2 of everyone.
How's that gonna make 15?
No, they just haven't found the other ones. Just haven't washed up yet. That's all I'm saying.
So,
the other ones haven't washed up.
There's a minimum of 7 people.
Yeah, or 8. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, minimum of 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, or more. I'm sure there's
when
more.
You say that, don't that make more sense to you now? Like that could happen so randomly, just like once a year, twice a year.
People.
That 8,
I still think it's fishy because it's just in the same place. I don't know. Is there it's
called Foot Island for a reason.
Oh. Well, if everybody going to Foot Island, then yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Right? No, that makes
song
sense.
Is Footloose. Footloose.
Oh my God, y'all crazy. No, that would make more sense.
All they do is sell fruit by the foot.
Oh my God. Here they go, y'all. Here they go.
Can I get a foot long?
Oh.
Footy's half price.
What's happening?
Okay. So we got to get into this Jussie Smollett thing.
Oh, when I was talking about this
Lord.
last week, I was like, I wish I was there.
What do you have to bring to the story, Pep?
Well,
what did you want to say?
When the story first happened, because it happened in Chicago, and where it
right.
happened, I'm like, this is... I remember talking to my friend Dan in New York about it, because I was like, this is crazy. This don't make any sense, and this makes me feel less safe in the world.
Right.
Because this is just so unbelievable that this could happen.
In this neighborhood.
And where it happened, to who it happened to. And I was like, and the only way I could wrap my brain around is the fact, like, that he's famous.
Right.
So, like, okay, he's famous.
So they targeted him.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, this does not happen
randomly.
there. And
see, that's good info.
And I was all like, if this is a motherfucking publicity stunt. And I was like, but it doesn't seem like it because he's not out in the papers. He's not out on all the shows when it first broke.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that gives some credibility. Well, then it happened. Yeah. And once I was like, I knew it was an interview with Roberts? Is that?
I think so.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. All right, stuff's not smelling right now, and then there was already starting to come out that the police were saying like, oh well, this piece of evidence it showed us has like it's all like redacted and things like that, and I'm like, why are police releasing information that makes him look
bad?
Yeah. So and then when it came out, I'm like, okay, this is what I feared.
Right.
This is what I feared.
I heard the same thing from other people who are familiar with Chicago and the neighborhoods in the area where this took place. They were saying like this happened there,
right?
Like that was like people's first reaction. Like
it wasn't even like in Boys Town.
That don't sound right. Like
it wasn't even Chicago. Like Chicago has a Boys Town, like West Hollywood. It's on Halsted. It's on the north side.
Right.
Like if it happened there, it would even made more sense. It would have been horrible, but it would have made more sense.
Right.
Wow. Wow. See, I didn't know that.
So, okay, so to recap for those who may not know what we're talking about and didn't catch last week's show, Jussie Smollett, I just found out that his real name is Justin. I didn't know Jussie was his nickname. Yeah, Justin Jussie Smollett is an actor on Empire and a singer. He's been around since he was a kid. I think he broke like around 87. His next most famous sibling is Journey Smollett, and who's in my mind my daughter.
All them Smolletts look alike.
They do.
But I love that little Journey Smollett girl. I mean,
they don't act
grown-ass
alike
woman now, but to me, she's still like a little girl. Because I remember when she was a little girl, little baby, she was so cute, and I was like, I'm gonna have a daughter look like her.
That's the girl from
with the curly hair,
Bayou, right?
From East Bayou. Yeah, she also was on Martin a couple times or one time or something like that, and.
Oh, she was. She was
adorable. She was the one time.
She was on everything.
She's so adorable, and So anyway, that's my.
Your little girl look kind of like her. When she a little girl, no wonder you love her.
Yeah, right. She reminds me of my. And that's funny because when I used to look at her, I'd be like, oh, I want to have a little girl like her. And now she does. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, this guy he reported. back in January that he was going to Subway, the sandwich shop, at like 1 a.m, and he was accosted by two. Now this is conflicting. Maybe you can help me out with this, Pip, because on like the CNN's recap of the events, what happened, it just says that he was accosted by two men wearing masks, wearing black. And it doesn't mention race. But then someplace else I read says that he did say that they were white men. So I don't know if he did or did not say if they were white men. I don't know
either. I feel like that something was put on the story because he also, because part of the story was also that they had MAGA hats.
Right.
And of course there was a racist bent to it.
Exactly. Whereas he didn't, he said he didn't say anything about MAGA hats. So I don't know.
That could have been added on too.
That could have been added on as well.
I think
that wasn't initial reports. That was in the media.
Yes.
In the news.
Yes, it was. It was. I think that he alluded to it, and when the report came out, he didn't deny it.
No, they weren't wearing MAGA hats.
They said,
but
"Make America great again."
This is a MAGA country.
That's what they shouted. They shouted out something like that.
This is MAGA country.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes. So they beat him up. They poured some sort of chemical liquid across his face, or
bleach
something
or something.
Like
he says allegedly.
And then they put a noose around his neck, and he fought him off because I guess he got hands like that.
Because he's Superman.
I'm like, really? That was the one thing that kind of struck me. I was like, really? You got hands like that, Jesse? But whatever. So he reported it to the police. Apparently, he still had the noose around his neck when the police showed up. I thought that was a little odd as well, that you still walking around with a noose. Like, and the police don't show up like,
He an actor. He playing a part.
Super quick, right? That does. So anyway, try not to be biased. But the police investigate. They don't find the assault on tape, but they do find two individuals on tape around the same time in the same area of the attack. So they put out that these two are wanted for questioning. So they get a hold of these two guys. They turn out to be brothers, two Nigerian American brothers, and it turns out that Jussie Smollett is actually connected to these guys. One of them was on Empire as an extra in the prison scenes, and they're fitness guys. Apparently, they have great bodies, and apparently Jesse wanted to be trained by them so that he can beef up like they are. And apparently that they had some sort of, and so now so there's conflicting reports saying that the $3,500 that they were paid was for the training, not for the attack. And then some people are saying it was for the attack because, and not for the training. Apparently the check was written like just before the training. And then also these two men were caught on tape at a Chicago hardware store, Ace Hardware store, buying the materials that was used in the attack or similar materials to that was used in the attack, the rope that looked like the same rope that Jesse had, and some bleach and some other things. So Chicago police are saying that the brother said that Jesse paid him, but then TMZ just recently released the report saying that a witness, confidential witness, said that in the grand jury trial, the brothers said that Jesse did not pay them.
And I would believe TMZ.
So I was gonna say TMZ usually don't fuck up.
No,
they usually get it right.
Yeah.
Although it is hearsay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was in a grand jury trial, so it seems like it would be some kind of way they could verify that.
It just happened 2 days ago. It was public.
Exactly.
So
they're saying that the brothers are saying that he did not pay them for the event, and they also said because prior to this incident, a few days earlier, Jesse received at the Fox Studios where he filmed Empire, he received a threatening letter that had MAGA on the outside of it, and it had, I don't know exactly what it said, but it was cut out in a style like the serial killers do in the movies.
And this is where he really fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
And they also said it had ground up aspirin in there. I guess it was supposed to look like
anthrax
or something, or ricin or whatever. And they said it didn't get any attention, which is what provoked him to do the attack.
Right.
Is what they're saying.
Which is funny because it did.
Obviously denying this. What'd you say?
I was like, well, it did eventually because now the feds are involved because the FBI got to get involved and stuff like that.
Right.
So now he got federal issues happening.
Federal issues as well. So it's a big mess and a lot of contradiction going back and forth, but it doesn't look good for Jesse, not at all. Even if the guys are saying that he didn't pay them, it's like, how do you not know that? Like,
it was them.
You know these guys. How do you not mention that they're black? How do you not and like I don't know if people realize that a mask, it hides the identity of someone you don't know.
Right.
It doesn't hide the identity of someone you
do know.
Right.
Except on TV.
Yeah, except on TV. Exactly, Pip. Right now, if anybody that we know that we not expecting here in this studio walked in this studio with a mask on, I venture to say that we would almost immediately know who that person is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eyes.
Yeah, especially it's just
or even their body.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? There's like, at least even if you don't know for sure, at least enough to say he seemed familiar to the point like I think he might have been this dude that I got training from because he seemed like, you know what I'm saying?
If Diane came down here with a mask on, I wouldn't be like, "Woo, little girl, what a girl is that? Is that a little person?
Right.
Oh my God, no,
Right,
no."
right.
If my mama came down here with a mask on, I'm not gonna be like, "Who that lady?"
Right, exactly.
No.
Even though you're not expecting her.
Exactly.
Even though she's never been here before.
Exactly.
You would still be like, that's my mama.
Yes.
Why my mama in here with a mask on? Right. That's how it would go.
So this story is still in progress.
Still in progress, very much so.
It's at this point where we are right now, though, I am so disappointed.
So disappointed. The fact that it's so disheartening to me is because politics is getting involved with it. Everybody has something to say. It's crossed over beyond just race now. Now it's left, it's right, it's this, it's that. Now it's become so much more just because he wanted more money, allegedly, just because he wanted more money, just because he wanted more fame. Now look at everything that you've stirred up now because of this.
Well, that's what happens when you're selfish and only think about yourself.
Yeah.
But you don't think about the consequences to everybody else.
Right.
So again, real victims of crime. We talked about this on the store before, whether it be rape or hate crimes.
Yeah, we talked about it last week too.
You know, real victims are the ones that are really affected by this.
Yes.
Because now it's hard. Now there's going to be a little suspicion for some people for the rest of their life. But like, is this another Smollett?
Right.
Right. And for hate crimes in particular, there's a lot of people, especially on the right, who don't even believe that hate crime should be a law. Because like a crime's a crime. So now it's like, well, people like, well, now you can get that's being taken. It's not going to be taken away, but necessarily. But that's something that is a talking point now for people that are against that.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff, people saying like, oh, look at how quick they were to believe him. These people are extremists. If this, just because he said MAGA or just because, they said that he said MAGA, then, everybody came against us. But look, he was lying. I'm just like, that you're right. He's selfish. That is the most ultimately selfish thing you can do, being a black man and especially being a gay man. You've just like undermined. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You've undermined several communities.
Yep. A lot of rocks with a lot of birds with that one rock.
Man.
Stone. A lot of birds.
And who do you think you're gonna meet in prison?
Right? Wow.
All right, Kelly and Bill Cosby.
It's real. He could end up doing some time behind this.
Yeah.
He could point it out. There's federal charges.
The feds, that's the part that's scary.
If it's connected to the other thing, and this could be.
Yeah, because they're saying that he even wrote. I even heard that he wrote that letter to himself as well.
Well, that's what we're saying.
I think he could get off on this other thing, the false police report and stuff like that. I think you can get not off, but like community service,
a lighter
sentence,
right?
But this letter thing. They might make an example out of him.
Yeah.
They might.
Yeah.
Because he's public.
Yeah. And the two incidents together, it does make you more egregious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because
premeditated.
More resources and
more resources, exactly.
Yeah, that's
federal and state.
Yeah, that's not good.
I just hope
and all you black people giving him a pass, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And I was just about to say, all y'all out there talking about Barbecue Becky and all of them that now who made the false police reports needs to have something done. Why don't do that.
That's not the same.
It's not the same thing. Do not do that. I even been seeing you cannot justify this with that.
Right.
You can't. You can't do it. Rice is not pasta.
Stop it. All right. Now it is